Alright, what's going on, guys? Good evening, good evening. We are back again. And we are going to be doing somewhat of a different route here. So, I want to do chickens today. Chickens are going to be pretty overpowered, if you ask me. So, let's start off. Well, before we get into chickens, we are gonna do a jewel crafting recipe. I want to see if we can get ourselves creative flight and a piece of lapis. If we can make creative flight right now, that is going to be really great. So I'm going to need the 4 draconium, I believe. I need 4 draconium. I need one of these source jars, and we need to go to the world engine. Now, I don't know if I could just put this on top. Okay. I think I broke the game. I just crashed the game. Shit. Alright, be right back. Okie dokie, we are back. We are back. And I seem to have lost my keys. Hold on. Shut. Alright, now we are back. We are loading in. Alright, so the plan here, we're gonna make infinite flight. So let me head home really quick. Let me grab the domination wand. Domination wand. So now let's go back to the world engine, and we're gonna make the jewel crafting station. So I believe all I have to do is click this and click this. Never mind. Let me take off the goggles. Okay, so this is taking from 1. So it looks like every 10% is about 1,000 source. So 100% is 10,000 source. So let's start off by making the jewel crafting station. Okay, there's the jewel crafting station. So the whole reason we're making the jewel crafting station is if we make a ring, let's just go ahead and place this bad boy right here. And I forget which ring it is. I believe it's the gem set ring. If we put this plus a Celesti gem, which we got as a reward from making the void shimmer goo. If we make a gem set and we create this Celesti gem ring, as you can see right here, it gives us creative flight. So pretty much with this ring, we now have creative flight. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. So aside from that little detour, the next thing we want to do, we're gonna eat these vegetable noodles, get ourselves an extra heart. We are gonna get into chickens today. So, in order to get into chickens, we are gonna need to make chicken seeds. We have chicken soul tier 1. So just with some iron dust, we can make ourselves the tier 1 chicken seeds. And if you look at each tier gives more experience. And I believe we can get all the way up to chicken tier 8. Because we already have replica. We have nether scrap. And then the infused draconium is what we have. We don't have nether stars. But we do have a nether star chicken. And this is why I want to get up to chickens. Because with tier 8 or higher, we can pretty much get infinite nether stars. And I think there's a nether star generator. There is. And I got a feeling that we're probably going to be able to get this going. But first things first, we need to figure out how we're going to make these chicken seeds. So I'm thinking we do the cloche, the garden cloche, or however you say it, or we can do the other route. We could do the plant gatherer, but then we would have to figure out how to accelerate this. And I'm thinking we could do growth accelerators with fertilized farmland. So let me see. Let's start off by making a few things. So I think it's insulating resin. We just need to get ourselves a bucket of water, and with the resonating or insulating, resin, if we feed this to a cow, it should turn the cow into a latex cow. Yeah, so feed it to a cow to create latex. So what we could do, let's fly over here. It appears that we do not have a regular cow. So let me go do this. If we get some shears, okay, so if I get some shears and I shear the mushroom, it should turn it into a regular cow, which we can then feed it. And that turns it into a latex cow. Nice. So now that we have a latex cow, if we come over here and we get wheat, maybe we could grab some seeds as well. If I go ahead and just get 2 little rows of wheat, okay, and we get ourselves some wheat, we could speed growth this guy up so he could grow up a little faster. And we're gonna need a bucket again. So let me get our bucket. And this is pretty much how we'll get our starter. Hello? Oh, I accidentally double placed it. My bad. So there's our bucket of latex. If we feed him, it doesn't speed him up. So that's unfortunate. But what we need to do, I gotta sneeze. Bless me. So if we get latex, we can make ourselves how do we get resin again? Or not resin, we need rubber. We can make a rubber chicken, but I think we have to start with the latex processing machine. So latex processing machine. So let's make the petty gem or petty machine frame. We'll get the latex processor. We're just gonna plop this guy down right here. Fill this in. We need some water. Okay. And that made us a whole 1 piece of dried rubber. Okay, so play for 25 hours. We've played for 25 hours. On the gearing up, we did the apotheosis gems, we got the inscribings, we got all this. We need to go through the apothic gems and get to the reforging table so we can make our strong OP gear. But we're gonna need one more piece of latex. Oops. I don't know why I double clicked that for some weird reason. Okay, we'll put that in there. Let me break that. Okay. So there's our 2 pieces of rubber. A rubber chicken is actually not that far. We only need tier 3. Tier 4, but we need a tier 4 seed or higher. So once we could get to tier 4, we can make the chicken. But let me go ahead and just smelt this up. Let's get the plastic that we will require. And then we can make the plant gatherer, I believe now. Which is all we need for now to get started with these chickens. So we're going to need a iron hoe, we're going to need an axe. In fact, we needed 2 axes. We need 1 more petty machine frame and 2 gold gears. There's the plant gatherer. Now we need to make the growth accelerators. And we're gonna need to make a couple of these. I need to make, I think, 3 of them. So let's grab some quartz. Let's grab some redstone. And then I believe I have charged Ceres quartz over here. Okay, we'll go ahead and let that do its magic. So that'll give us 2 stacks of this fluix. Growth accelerators. We're just missing regular glass. Okay. So the growth accelerators we need, that's 2, that's 4, that's 1, 2, 3. Now this is going to require power. So crystal resonator. I think we'll go this route. And we'll make 3 of these. So we're going to require fluix blocks again. We're going to need another 3. We need copper plates. So that's another 3, right? Resonator. Oh no, we need 4 per. So crystal. Sorry, copper. So 4, 8, 12. So we need a total of 12. So we'll just do this recipe. It's a little expensive, but that's fine. We'll turn that into wire right now. And then we need iron plates. And again, we're going to need another 12. Okay. It seems I broke the stone cutter, so let me grab the stone cutter. We'll just put the stone cutter right on top. Alright, let's head to the world engine. So we do this, this, and this. So there's the 3 resonators. So I just want to see, let me see. So since we have quite a big area here, I'm thinking that we make this right here the wall of chickens. So in order to make the wall of chickens, well, we're gonna need power for starters. We want to put this over there. And let me bring this a little closer. So let me just put the plant gatherer here. Let me see the working area. So it's only one little area that it works. So the accelerators are going to be right here to the side. Okay. So these should get turned on. They should be online. They should be working just fine. So let me see. Dirt. And then fertilizer. We have speed up growth. I don't know if we can stack fertilizers together. So by putting a piece of dirt, we hoe it. The first thing we're going to do is the speed up growth, and then we're going to try to put, no. A couple things. We're going to need a bucket of water. And we're going to need a torch for some light. So let me grab water. Place this water here. So this is fertilized farmland. Let's go ahead and disable the work light. We're gonna just plop a torch just right here, I guess. And then by placing the chicken seed, oh, it is not working. That is so sad. It's actually not even growing at all. Okay, so apparently that doesn't work. Okay, so rip that plan. So let us look at garden cloches. We might be able to buy one from the fabricator, it looks like. And it's locked, of course it is. We need to make the resistive heater to unlock it, I believe. So before I even go down that rabbit hole and do all that, what I'm gonna go ahead and try to do is I'm gonna try to make it myself. Which all we need is some basic treated wood, which we're gonna need a coke oven. So let's get some coke bricks. And it looks like with a bucket of lava, we can make this into a better version. So let's see if we can do that real quick. Let's just make a stack of that. Let's make, I think I need 9 pieces of sandstone. That made us 12. We need some bricks. So let's grab some clay and smelt this up. And now would be a good time, since we have all this resources, we should turn this into a netherite furnace. Well, really an obsidian furnace. It'll cut this cook time in half pretty much. But let's just take what we have now. Okay, coke. So there's our 27 pieces. However, in the world engine must be inside this tank. It looks like I might be able to make it this way. So let me grab a tank. We're gonna need pipes. So we need 2 steel, 1 redstone, 1 bucket. So steel, 1 redstone, and 1 bucket. Let's head to the world engine. Let's go ahead and make some pipes. We're gonna take this bad boy to recharge him. How much power does this thing require? Holy moly. That actually took all of our power. Okay, so let's do the old swapperoo. Let's head back to the world engine. Okay, so there's our fluid pipes. Let's go back home. I'm gonna need a pipe upgrade, right? Pipe. We need to make a regular upgrade, an improved upgrade, and then an advanced upgrade. Let us warp to the nether dungeon. And we're just gonna simply turn on bucket mode, and we're gonna just fly through and grab all of this lava. Okay. So now let us head back to the world engine. And I'm gonna place this. Ooh, ee, ah. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Alright, well, I don't know how to freaking pick it up. I'm just gonna turn off freaking bucket mode. Can I just fill this in with buckets like this? How do we upgrade these? Advanced coke oven. And I need a block of iron. Am I gonna have to do 27 times 27? Oh god. Alright, let's grab a block of iron. That's not iron. And let's find out. Let's go back to the world engine. I should have grabbed a bucket while I was over there. Okay. Let's head back home. It seems like I overplanned this. Let us put this here. Let us grab coal. It looks like it's just a 1x1 block. Oh shit. It needs power. Oh. I may have made a mistake and ran it too fast. Okay. We might have made a mistake there. But basically this just requires power, but I believe I can do it like that to get coke. And I'll be honest, I kind of forgot what the hell we were doing here. What is a alchemy glass? Right click to view. Oh. Iridium, Invar, steel. Okay. Anyways, I want to see this. Custom machinery. I want this to finish. It's taking forever though. We just got cognitive flux from that. Alright, we definitely need to work on our power situation here. No, we'll let that run. I don't know what's going on with that. But we needed the treated planks. I think we're better off making the resistive heater. I think that'll be an easier path, honestly, at this point. The only thing I'm missing is this superheating element. Which we're just missing a couple things. Excuse me, oh god. Alright, let me see. Let me come back, let me get this Let me grab all this. You know what? Alright. Let's me upgrade this to its emerald version, and then let's upgrade it to the furnace. And I'm just gonna upgrade it to the netherite furnace. 2-second cook time is pretty quick. So now I'm missing iron plates. So let me see. Block. If I cook its block version, does this give me blocks itself? It does. So this basically does 9 times the cook recipe. So now we could just make blocks at a time. Okay, that works. That works just fine. Alright, I just need to start getting some copper though. Let me increase this again. This thing is not working correctly. I think I need to get power. Okay, here's the diamonds. I mean, not the diamonds, the copper. And we're just gonna turn this copper and we're gonna make plates. Copper. Let's just search up hammer, that'll be easier. Okay. We could just make it like that. We could get the wires now. So for this, we're gonna need the treated planks. Let's just, oops, I didn't mean to make a whole stack of that. Let's just make 3. Now we need to make this, so we're gonna need an engineer's workbench, which we need the treated planks, which was what we're trying to grab, the creosote oil. Creosote oil. So I think I'm gonna have to increase the power. So let me grab some coal here. Let me just increase power like that. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to just do the other the coke brick. Clay. I already have some bricks. Okay, so with these coke bricks and a hammer, we'll just do it like this. Alright, so now if we grab a stack of coke and we put it in there and we speed this up, that didn't do nothing. Can I take my time back? You know what? Let's head back to spawn. I think one of these guys sells power. We're just gonna buy a power, and what did we get? We got a lava generator. Alright, so I think that worked. So if we open up this, we place this, we're missing a core block. So core, so it looks like I can make the basic core. So if we put a basic core on top, right click this, and we give this lava. It's making 64 RF a tick. And if we just go ahead and attach it to this, and just throw that in there, I guess. I mean, it's not really doing much. I've nearly made more in the regular than I have in the advanced. Oh, rippity rippity rip. Okay. So planks. We put that, we get treated planks there. Let's go ahead and get slabs. We're gonna need some sticks to make the fence. We need a little bit more. Let's make a couple of those. I need to make one of these, and then I just need a little bit more planks. So let me grab the tank again. Or does this give me... Where is it? Treated planks. I need a bucket of creosote. Alright, well, we got 500 there. And we got another 500 here. Now, to complete the quest, we need a regular bucket of creosote. Okay. So let's grab the planks again. Let's make the treated fence. There's the engineer's work table. So in order to make that, we need lead. So why don't we smelt up a stack of blocks? Okay. So next, let us make this, and then to make these light bulbs we need bamboo, glass, and copper. So copper, we got some bamboo, and we need some glass. Okay, so we'll make 9 of them just to start. And then there's 4, so now we can make 1 of these, 2 of these, 3 of these. So we got 3 garden cloches. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, back to what we were doing. I am sick of the goat. I am sick of the goat. Okay, we're just gonna throw 1 garden cloche here. And of course we do it the wrong way. So we do 1 garden cloche. Void shimmer shadow pulse. Wait, what? Hold on. Let me see. Celesti gem. If I make a Celesti gem hoe and I use this on this, we're kind of experimenting here. So if I put this and I put this, and we need to give it water. Let me see, industrial fertilizer, slag, niter, and water. So if we just use bone meal, grab this tank, turn bucket mode on. Okay. If we turn bucket mode off and we do pipe branch, extract, I mean, this does work. This is infinitely making seeds. So you know what? It works. It works. I'm proud of it. I'm happy. I'm content with it. If I need more, I'll make more. So let's start by putting some of this stuff away. How are we gonna do this? So we said we're gonna get into chickens, right? So we're gonna need a couple of these chicken wands or chicken wrenches. The reason I say that is because we need a soul extractor, and it consumes the thing every time. We're gonna need some more slabs. But for now, let's just make a single roost. So we have the roost. Actually, we needed to make 2 roosts. Very big storage for chickens and seeds. Works only with AE2 and other mods who access via interfaces. It's harder than Obsidian and gets 10x. Okay, so this basically is another item vault. Okay, so let me get some planks. I need to make some more slabs. We need some more composters. We need some more chicken roosts. What is it that we need? We require our first chicken. So let me put those away. Now, I should have some chickens over here. So we'll grab our first chicken. And it seems like that was our only chicken. Another item we're probably gonna want is the trainer. So the trainer is bought from the machinist. So let us go ahead and place that order. Okay. Did I leave the gate open? I didn't. This guy just managed to escape. Okay. So, first things first, since this is going to be our wall of chickens, you know what? We'll have the wall of chickens here. We're going to put our first chicken with seeds. These will make us eggs. Let's go ahead and get another, this guy. We're going to need some seeds to grow him up. Okay. We're going to have the chicken trainer there. Okay. So now with this spare chicken, we're going to make the breeder. And the breeder will place here. Let's grab another chicken. Give him some food to help him grow. Okay.
Don't tell me you're in the dump shower.
Alright, so now what we're gonna just do is we're gonna breed this guy. So let's get some chicken seeds 1.
C-type USB.
Okay, we're just gonna speed that up, and we're gonna grab, this is gonna be our main chicken. We're just gonna grab 1 extra. I don't know why that's like that. Okay. And in this barrel, I'm just gonna toss all my chickens. So this first guy, instead of doing that, we're gonna go ahead and make a tier 2. So the lava chicken. Instead of making another one, I think we're just gonna keep 1 lava chicken. Or actually, you know what? Chicken. Let me see if I can make a different tier 2 chicken. A dust chicken. Let me see. Tier 1. If I do £, tier 1 £? No, never mind. I wanted to just sort out the chickens, but I guess I can't. So we need to get ourselves a tier 2 chicken. A tier 2 chicken soul. I guess we'll go dust. So we need, oh, stone maybe. We have the... Let me see. What can we use you for? So chicken and lava will make a tier 5 obsidian, and we need tier 4 seeds or higher. So you know what? I'm just gonna use 3 of these. So all of these chickens we'll just use. So we'll make another tier. Oh, I can't yet. Hold on. Excuse me. We need to make one more. We're just gonna use all of these because they're not stacking. And we're gonna make another lava chicken. So let me grab some buckets. And pretty much at the start of all of these chicken making, it really sucks, I'm not gonna lie, but once you get everything up and running, once you get the chicken seeds up and running, it's actually really good. So let me just warp to the nether. Okay, now let's head home. Go ahead and grab all of the chickens now. So chicken, let's go ahead and make another lava chicken. So now in the breeder with tier 2 seeds, so chicken seeds. With 3 tier 1 chicken souls. You know what? I didn't even know we could make the tiers upgraded like that. So if we get, I think it was 3 and a piece of clay, right? We can make a tier 2 soul. So 3 and a clay will make a tier 2 soul. And that tier 2 soul will start making tier 2 chicken seeds. And then we could breed up some lavas. I should probably make all of the tiers. Alright. Let's put these chickens away. With the tier 2, we're going to make tier 2 seeds. And then I think I just need 1 to make a tier 2 seed. I mean, not a tier 2, a tier 2 soul. You stupid goat. Alright, I've already ate that one, I ate that one. Let's eat the hamburger. Okay. Let's go ahead and place the soul extractor. We're going to extract the soul of that chicken. So we have a tier 2 soul. And then we're going to go ahead and give it a block of redstone. We actually need 2 more. So 3 souls and a redstone will make the tier 3 soul, which will give us tier 3 seeds. Okay. We head to the world engine. Okay, perfect. So with the tier soul, we're gonna make, we need glowstone and another clay. Put this in the alloy kindle. And apparently I need one more of these seeds. So we'll just do that. So let's grab this. Let us go ahead and make the tier 3 chicken seed, which we're gonna need a tier 4. So in order to get a tier 4 with a block of quartz, we're gonna need a tier 3 chicken. So we made these guys. These guys are great. Go ahead and put those away. Let me grab our nether star chicken, put them in there. Okay, let me just make some tier 3 real quick. Okay. So the lava chicken doesn't make anything great. But we do need 2 water chickens. So let us breed up just these guys real quick. I can't use tier 1, right? So let's use the 2 tier 2s. Let's just speed this up a little bit. Okay. I'm actually going to need another 4. And we're going to use these 8 chickens to make 2 water chickens. Oh, crap. So I thought I was going to be able to make it, but no, I cannot. So what we're going to have to do is we're just going to have to get some eggs. And hopefully... So there's a bone chicken, or a white chicken, excuse me. And we just need to grab ourselves some more dye and more dye and some more eggs. We go ahead and make another white chicken. Actually made a couple. Okay. So with 2 of these white chickens. We're gonna breed these guys up. I only need 3, 2. Need 3 of them. Because the white chicken, we can make the water. We just need water. We need buckets, excuse me. Alright. Water chicken, here we go. So there's our first water chicken. And we're just gonna put the white chicken away. We grab another 4 buckets of water. We'll make our second water chicken. So now we're currently on tier this. We need a tier 4. A tier 4 can be, let me just go check the chickens. Pismarine is tier 5. Let me see. Tier 4 is soul sand. Soul sand will require a nether quartz. What other tier 4 chickens are there? Black quartz chicken. So that'll be nether quartz and black chicken. Oh, glass chicken. Glass chicken I definitely require. So we need sand and coal. So the sand chicken requires a stone chicken, so we need a gray chicken. So gray dye. So we can make that with some coal and the cutting board. Where's the cutting board? Okay. So let's get the eggs. Let's go and just use half of them for now. And then hopefully this gives us 2 chickens. Perfect. So if we breed, what was it? We need the sand chicken. So we're gonna need a yellow chicken and a stone chicken. So stone was water and gray. So water and wait, what? I made a black chicken. Whoops. I meant to make a gray chicken. Alright, let's try 10 eggs. Negative. Okay, egg. Oh, goodness. So getting to the chickens is like the most tedious, but once you have the chicken seeds automated, it gets pretty much easier. Okay, so there's our gray chicken. So the water and gray chicken, that'll make a stone chicken. And let me just really quick grab some more chicken seeds. We're running a little bit low. We're not gonna make too many because we could use the higher tiers. And of course I used the wrong chicken. Made a freaking inked chicken. And here comes all of the annoying spirits. Yay. Okay. There's the stone chicken. Stone chicken and the white chicken makes the dust chicken. But we need the sand chicken. So we need a yellow. We need yellow dye. Other. Okay. Do we not have any more eggs? I guess not. Hopefully we could get a... Nope, never lucky. Alright, so dandelion. We messed up. So let me see. Can I go to the healing grove with some bone meal? And then can I just bone meal this? I can. So corn flour, what is corn flour? Corn flour gives me blue dye. And I believe that's all of the flowers I have available. So let's head back home. Okay, let me grab my eggs again. Let's go ahead and just make 8 yellow dyes. Or yet 8 eggs. Okay, we got lucky on the very last one. So, stone? Where's the stone? It's in my inventory. So, stone chicken and yellow chicken. That'll make sand chicken. And then we need coal. So there's the sand chicken. Next we need coal. So coal is going to come from flint and oak. So oak is going to come from a green and a brown chicken. So brown is going to be cocoa beans. And green is going to be cactus. And we have to cook the cactus to get the green. I just realized there was 2 teleporters in there. What? So that cocoa beans, I believe. Can I just toss them in here? I can. So we could get pretty much infinite cocoa beans right there. Okay. So we'll turn all of this into brown dye. Let me just get a couple extra cocoas just in case. Just in case I mess up. Okay, let's throw, let me see, seed. I'm tired of that goat. Alright, I'm gonna need to make quite a bit of eggs. Let me go back and make some more seeds. We're running out. Alright. I'm just gonna let that craft up. Let it do its thing. Let me put half of this in here, or how is it, like that? And let me just time wand this. This should increase his level a little bit, and then we'll see how much. He should give me a lot more eggs now. So yeah, so one at level 10, one seed gives us 6 eggs. So that's pretty much how this is going to become really overpowered really quick. So let's go back to making the brown seed, the brown eggs. Alright. So brown, now we need the green. So let's just put a couple of those. Let's just do half this time. Okay. So now with green and brown, that should give us oak. Let me put all these chickens away. Okay, there's the oak. Now, in order to make coal, we needed oak, and now we just need flint. So to make flint, we just need the gravel chicken, which I believe is stone and gray. So stone and a gray chicken. I believe this makes the flint. No. Makes the gravel chicken, and then we swap out the stone chicken for the gravel, and that should make the flint chicken. So that makes the gravel chicken. And then this should make the flint chicken. And then coal will be flint and the oak chicken. So there's the flint chicken. So now we do flint and oak. Okay, there's the cold chicken. So cold chicken and the sand chicken shall give us the glass chicken. So now we have infinite glass. Okay, there's our glass chicken. It is a tier 4, so we're gonna go ahead and make one more, and we're actually gonna soul extract this one. Okay, so there's our tier 4 soul. So this needs to make here come the shards again, the stupid spirit shards. Alright, so in order to make this, we need the black quartz. How do we get black quartz? We need soul sand in the geologist. So we do have soul sand. So we're gonna just go ahead and in the, that's the archaeologist, we're just gonna swap that out. And I already seen one go in there. So we're just gonna grab that one piece. Okay. Let's make 2 more pieces. So now all we gotta do is make this mending thing, which is in a molecule metaphoric thing. Ugh. So if I make this, which I have no idea how, so I need to make this cognitive flux. Cognitive flux in a smeltery will make that scrap. Okay. So this scrap we need to make 2 of these. So we're actually going to need a bunch of this. So let's just make about 20. Just make 28. Okay. So we actually need 1 more of those. And then these ingots, we need about 6 of these. That'll make 2 of this. That gives me a staff of augment, a memory staff. No idea what any of that is. So I actually need 1 more of this. So again, we need a couple more. Let's just make like 36. Okay. We need 1 more of these. We need 4 of those. 1 more of this. So there's the monocle manipulator thing. That gives us these blobs as a reward. Where's the blobs? So we turned 1 of these blobs into a mending nugget. Restores the diamond. Right click on the item to apply. May also be used on anvils. Don't care about it. We just want to make these tier 4 chicken seeds. That's all we care about. I'm just gonna grab all of this. and start making the tier 4 seeds. Okay. I actually didn't need this much. Okay, so the tier 4 seeds, we're going to need 2 tier 5 chickens, 3 seeds, and a flux pearl. So let's go make that. And again, we needed what for the tier 5 seed? 3. So we're going to save 3 right there. So chicken. We need a tier 5 chicken, which is probably going to be obsidian. So let's go ahead and put chickens away. Let's grab a water and a lava. We'll go ahead and breed them up. So chicken, water, lava. That'll make us the tier 5 chickens. Oops. I meant to say that pattern provider recipe. So there's obsidian chicken. This is going to be used for the tier 5 seed. And it looks like instead of doing it this way, because we'll need a flux pearl and all that. Oh, we could just straight up make a Ceres quartz chicken. Ooh. Ooh. Tier 5. So we need 3 tier 5 and a block of emerald to make a tier 3 chicken soul. So that's 3 and then 4. So 1 obsidian chicken to have, and then the other 3 to extract their souls. Oi. Okay. And then this will make us the tier 6. Alright, so that's the tier 5. We're actually going to need 3 tier chicken souls, so let's just see if we can make a tier 6 chicken. So which one is a tier 6 chicken? So Skystone is going to require quite a bit of a recipe. Chaos, Nether Star, Netherite, XP, Amethyst, Uranium, Chicken. The Breeze Chicken, I believe, is what we'll do. So we need to make a Snow Chicken and a Feathered Chicken with tier 5 seeds. So I actually only needed 2 of these. Whoops. Because I need to make these dimensional shards. So for this, we need to make an atomic constructor, which we needed black quartz, which we need a black quartz chicken. So we're going to need a nether quartz chicken. So we're going to need a iron chicken, and we need a bone chicken. So bone chicken is going to be a white chicken and a feather chicken. I don't have a feather chicken, so how do we make a feather chicken? So a regular chicken and a white chicken. So we have this white chicken, regular chicken. So it's a lot of crafting, a lot of back and forth crafting and stuff, but this is gonna make us all of the chicken essence that we need. Okay, so there's the feathered chicken. Feathered chicken plus the white chicken makes us the bone chicken. And then for the snow chicken, I need blue and white. Or is that blue? No, that's a water chicken. Okay, so there's a bone chicken, white and water. That'll make the snow chicken. It's just a lot of chicken breeding. And then the higher tier chickens do require more experience, but like the tier 4 chicken seed gives 500 versus the tier 5 gives 700, tier 6 gives 1,000, tier 7, tier 8 up to tier 9 giving 5,000 experience apiece. So there's the snow chicken. So snow chicken and a feather chicken with some tier, was it tier 5 seeds that we require? Yeah, we need tier 5 seeds. But we're making the the black quartz chicken right now. So we have the nether quartz, we have black, we need nether quartz, we need stone, iron is flint and what was it? Flint and something else? Iron is flint and bone chicken. So we need the flint, we need stone, and I think it was the black chicken that we required. So first things first. So black chicken, we already got that one. Quartz chicken is stone and iron. So iron is flint and bone. So where is it? Flint and white or flint and bone? They all look the same. Flint and bone. So the bone chicken's right there. Alright. So there's the iron chicken. So iron chicken is stone, or excuse me, stone and iron will make the nether quartz chicken. But give me 1 second, let me use the restroom. Whew. Okay. So the nether quartz, black, give it some seeds, and there's the black quartz chicken. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, black quartz chicken. So now I'm going to put the black quartz, and I'm just gonna go ahead and collect some quartz because I need to make the atomic assembler, which requires some of this. So we need one black quartz. Wait. Oh, okay. What the fuck? Atomic assembler. We need to make a button. Stone button. So now we need to just simply just place this, I don't know, just say here. Why is it facing upward? Okay, there we go. Okay, I need a redstone torch to set that to pulse. So redstone torch. So now, in order to make the prismine shards, we need regular quartz. So let's grab, how many was it for the dimensional shards that we required? We needed 3 of these, so it's only 3. So we'll set that to pulse. We'll throw those 3. Grab the 3 shards. Let's go ahead and make 3 of these. So now, in order to make the tier 5, we need 1 of these. So now let's make the tier 5 chicken essence. I'm telling you, those spirit shards are just so annoying. I'm gonna probably turn off the mob farm pretty soon, because all these loots is just annoying. Alright, so the next thing that we're missing is we're missing tier 6 chicken souls. So let's go ahead and just make quite a bit of these tier 5 seeds. In fact, I'll just let that run for a minute. Put that. We already made the tier 5. So tier 6 souls come from, we need the breeze chickens, correct. So let's grab that. So the breeze chickens were snow and feather with the tier 5. Tier 5 seed or higher will make the chicken, and we need 3 of these souls in order to make the tier 7. Alright. Alright, 1 of these breeze chickens we'll go ahead and keep in there. So the tier 6 replica matter, So I need one more breeze chicken. Okay. So this raw replica is gonna come from other block. Other block is gonna come from Dyrotite. We have some blocks of quartz. Let me go ahead and put all these chickens away. We have tier 5 seeds. We need tier 6 seeds. So we have everything except for the raw replica, which we basically need Dyrotite. So we could get Dyrotite from the stone essence. Let me just make 10 of these. And then let's get the arcane grove. So the arcane grove was to the south. So let's go to the south again. I believe we already have the south on here. So we could just open up a portal. Okay, never mind, we cannot. We need to go to the east. Okay, so we just need to go this way. Okay. So this will take us to the Arcane Grove, and then we throw this in here. That'll give us the 10 other rock. I'm not sure how we can collect. I'm not sure how we get other fire back at our base. Oh, you know what? We had a warp arcane grove. I should have did that. Oops. Okay, so this in... We need to get ourselves a dimensionalist. Which, in order to do, we need the resonating block. Which we need lead. And then the hammer. I guess we need to make another engineer hammer. Okay. We need that. Grab that. Might as well just grab all of this. Go ahead and put this away. We need to make sheet metal. We need to head to spawn. And I believe the fabricator. No, is it the machinist? Who sells these advanced components? The fabricator does. So why don't you want to sell me any? Because we need to craft the resistive heater. You know what? Let me just unlock this resistive heater. Ugh. Dude. These portals should only be one way. There's no way that they should be back and forth. That is so annoying. Resistive. Let me just do heater. So in order to make this, we need the heating component, which we need the infused alloy. So we need redstone. Redstone. We need copper. Wire. We need, what was it, 2 motives? Let me see, heater. We need this, which we need 4. We need 4 motors. And then I just need a steel casing. And then I need just 4 of these alloys. Okay. Okay, we just need 4 of these. There we go. Let's go to the world engine. Alright, it was really just that simple. Okay. It does want me to make these pipes, but I'm just gonna make the resistive heater. So now if we go to spawn, and then we go to the fabricator, I already made the resistive heater. I guess it wants me to make these pipes. Ugh, really? Okay, so in order to make these pipes, we're gonna need alloy, which will require diamond. Let me see, diamond. We're gonna need obsidian. Oh, we're gonna need this refined, aren't we? Which we need obsidian dust. Shit. So we need to make ourselves a crusher. So how do we make these circuits? We need osmium. Let's just make one. Let's just make one. Osmium. It really is crazy how we have to go through so many different things just to continue on doing what we're doing. Where are we? Here we are. So I needed to do redstone and osmium. And then I need another 2 redstone and osmium. Okay. And then what did I need? This I need to do. Shit. Okay. Can I make another steel casing? No. So a couple things we're missing. We need glass chicken. Glass chicken requires tier 4 seeds or higher. So let's just get 23. Get 23 glass. Steel. Is there not a steel chicken? Okay, no steel chicken, unfortunately. Let's get some coal and let's get some iron. And what I'm just gonna do is just gonna put that. Let's do, I don't know, let's just do that many. Let's just times 8 this. Fuck it, times 16. Okay. The temporal thing is really good. The temporal pouch, because as you can see, we don't have to wait too long. Normally this will be a really long process. Alright, so there's 25 pieces of steel. Nice and quick, don't have to wait too long. Alright, let's go ahead and make another steel casing. Let's grab the glass. I am, however, going to need 2 buckets of lava. So slash warp nether dungeon. Let's go slash home. Alright, there's our crusher. So we'll just put the crusher here. So crusher, we need to crush some diamonds. And then after diamonds, we're gonna crush some obsidian. Okay. So if we put a couple pieces of obsidian, we'll temporal pouch this as well to get refined. Okay. Oh, I actually need 8 of these, right? Okay. Let me go grab them real quick. Conductive. Let's go ahead and grab that. So spread the warmth. We put this. We need an osmium. Shit, wrong thing. Iron, copper. It's copper. So we do this, we get copper, this, we get this. Now we need another copper. We get the iron version. And then we get the advanced version. Quite a bit of crafting. Okay. So there's that task complete. That task complete. And we got ourselves a second temporal pouch. It doesn't even do anything. Well, that sucks. So let's head to spawn. Let's go ahead and go speak with the fabricator, complete the stage. Shop is updated. Now we could buy 4 of these. Okay. Let's head home. And then we could use this to just make this. Even though I could have crafted them, I just realized I could have just crafted them right here. Oh well. Oh, here they come, the spirits. Alright, let's put that away, We have the resonant engineering blocks. So we need to get another unearther and place him up there. Unearther. Again? Jesus. Stop it. Okay. And this is gonna be, we need the worker. I actually don't have any more workers, huh? Oh, I do. So we'll put this guy here, put this guy here. I am gonna kill you. Okay, code. Let's go to the world engine. I swear. Where is he? Yo, where'd he go? Oh, he knew I was gonna kill him. He knew I was gonna murder him. Okay, so where's the block? I'm just gonna put him here and I'm just gonna block him in. Okay. Okay, so the dimensionalist, oops. So the dimensionalist uses other rock. Okay, hold on here. Let me silk touch this bad boy's back up. And then this is the unbreaking. We need to give him some food. Okay, so we have to actually level him up before he does that. He needs to be at least tier 4, so we gotta get end stone. So let me go ahead and put some of this stuff away. Ugh. Here we go, here we go. Time to go around the world and do a bunch of stuff I don't want to do. Okay, so we need to get an access point again. I need pipe. My pipe wrench. We're gonna need an extractor. We're gonna need 2 extractors. So end stone. End stone. And we're gonna need a pulper pillar or block underneath. So we're gonna need 4 of this chorus fruit. So in order to make this fruit, we need 4 of these. Actually, we could just get ourselves an endstone chicken. All I need is a light gray chicken. Okay, so I only have one white. So what I'm just gonna do real quick, I'm gonna do this, get some bone meal. We'll multiply it like this to get some more light gray. Turn all of this into light gray. Get some eggs. Did we just get 4 chickens out of 1 egg? I think we did. Okay, what was it? The end stone chicken was light gray and stone chicken with tier 4 seeds or higher. So grab that, put that, tier 4. Okay. And we need tier 5 seeds for this. So let's grab the tier 5. So here's the end stone. I probably should level this chicken up. So let's put him in the trainer. Let me see, tier 5 seeds. Let me grab 1 tier 5 seed really quick. And what I should do is I'm just gonna plop it in here. But you know what? I think it'll just be better if I just manually grow this. Okay. So let me get the tier 5 seeds. Let me just plop them all down. And I could just get a whole ton of seeds like this. We'll just manually grow these for now. Okay. Then we'll take these manual seeds and then we'll train this endstone chicken. I'll put some temporal pouch. You know what? Let's just do 16. Fuck it, I'm just gonna 32 it. 64 it. I don't care. Who cares? Max that shit out. That's how we do it. Alright, so we got him to a level 15. So let's see how much that gives us now. I'm so impatient. I'm sorry. Alright, so 1 seed gives us 8 end stone per. So, not bad. Not bad at all. We need to get ourselves a time one as soon as possible. The temporal pouch is not going to do it for us. Okay. Let's shove this guy back in the trainer. We're gonna 32 speed him. We're just gonna 128 it. I uses a couple hours out of my time, so it's not really worth it. But I mean, it is pretty much leveling him up pretty quick, so I can't be too picky about it. So at level 29, how much does that give us? That gives us 15. So I mean, again, I can't be picky either, because that works just fine. So if I do barrels, upgrade, sophisticated storage, basic to copper. If I just put a barrel and do a basic to copper, and then I grab a puller upgrade, oh, this is functional storage. I needed a hopper upgrade, my bad. We just grab a hopper upgrade, install it. Pulls items from blocks on top. Oh. Again, I did this wrong. There we go. I mean, it doesn't even pull fast enough. So we need to make the upgraded version. We need a dropper. There we go. Much faster. So while this guy's working, we need to make another upgrade. Logs. Let's get some more planks going. We need the hopper upgrade. Let's make the advanced. I need a barrel. And unfortunately, I have to go buy upgrades. Okay, basic to iron. Let's head home. And I actually got to place this on top. And then give it the upgrade. Give it the hopper. And that'll fill up. Alright, so that's the best that we can get this going. So I can grab all of this, put all of this in here. He'll start training up, and then once he hits his master level, it looks like the only way to automate this is by using like a dropper or something. This I can automate with an extractor. So I guess let's make that. So diorite. Other rock. Diotite. I only need one. I need a bucket. I need a bucket of water and a bucket of lava. Let me see if I could pick up the lava from the world engine. Nice. Oh, I actually probably don't even need it. I could just do it from here. Alright, let me see. What's the... Okay, so I just gotta put the diotite or diorite right here. So we put the diorite right there. And then we put the water here and put that there. Okay, that was simple. We just need to get ourselves a storage. A drawer. Okay. Now we just lock this and add it to the system. So now we have diorite being made. Slowly, but it is automated. Okay. So he's about to be level 3. And unfortunately, we need him level 4. Because he can only do netherite and... netherrack and endstone at the moment. And once he's at tier 4 expert, he can do endstone, netherrack, and otherite. Alright, that should be more than enough to get him maxed out. Ah. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. Mm. Okay. Oh, chicken. We got a lot of chickens that we completed. Alright, so we need to make ourselves a gold chicken. But we're not too worried about that. He's only at 12%. I wonder if I can temporal pouch this. No. It seems to be going about the same speed. So it seems like only certain things can be sped up with that. So let's take out this chicken. Let's put him back. Okay. Let's put this away. So really we should just go do something else while we wait for this. So we already did this. What we need to do is we need to make another 2 deep shelves. Deep shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deep stone slate tiles. Let's go ahead and smelt that up. We need, I think, another 6, honestly. Okay, I'm missing 1. cracked slate. And there's some tiles. We'll smelt it now. Okay, so there's the dormant shelves. So we need to enchant all of these. And then we're going to need 2 echo shards. And we need 3 candles. I should have 3 more candles right here on the floor. Oh, I need another 6, don't I? Crap. But yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Oh shit, I'm missing lapis. Let me just look it up real quick. Give me 1 second. Experience holder, just dire things. Oh, okay. So I need to expand the range, right? So if we show the range and we set this back to 0, 0, 0, but if we expand the range to about 5 by 5, and then every time I stand on this side, it should automatically set my level. So if I set this to 80, and as long as we're in the range, it'll automatically increase our level. See? It'll automatically give us our level. Okay, so we need 2 of the echoing deep shards. So I need 3 more candles. And then we're pretty much done with that. So candle. Just need 3 candles. Make another echoing deep shelf. Okay, so let us go ahead and submit that, and then claim the reward. Okay, and there's the upgrade. So now that's done. The enchanting, the Crodon glass is done. So I think everything is done in this chapter. So now we're just on the Solaris. Okay. Awesome. Deep shelf. How do we make the deep shelves again? Or not the deep shelves, the end shelf. I need the infused dragon's breath, which requires dragon breath, which is going to require the ender chicken or the chicken jockey fight. It's one of the jockey fights. Okay, well this guy is taking a while, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a break here. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here and just chill and relax. I'm gonna let this run, and hopefully by the time we come back this dude is done doing his business. So yeah, thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was kind of not as long as what we've done before, but we're already at the tier 5 chicken seeds with a bunch of chickens. So once we max them out in the trainers, they'll pretty much be giving us a whole full stack of resources per singular seed, which is going to be really great. So thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you guys